It all started with a medical report from AIIMS Delhi circulating in social media. This report was that of a normal chest x-ray. But what amazed everyone was the person who signed this chest x-ray. It was written AI radiologist. Everybody from tech nerds, journalists and doctors started asking the question, has AI started replacing doctors? See, for years now we know that AI has been an integral part of the medical field, but an AI giving a final chest x-ray report without the intervention of any human radiologist was the one which sparked panic in the general public. But when we read between the lines, we are seeing that this is not a fear of doctor losing their jobs or AI replacing doctors. This is a start of a revolution where AI is going to be your friend rather than being your enemy. Hi guys, in today's video, let's see what happened when this normal chest x-ray report reported by an AI radiologist started circulating in social media from AIIMS New Delhi, the public reactions to it, and actually what was it and why I am saying it is going to start a revolution. To understand the reason why everybody started panicking, we need to understand the time context. See, this concept of AI radiologist is not something which came out of nowhere. This field of radiology, X-ray, CT, MRI, has been the exhibit A whenever a topic about AI replacing humans has come. The logic they give is humans recognize patterns in CT or MRI to find out diseases. Why can't computer be taught the same? This was their logic. See, this computer software which uses AI to recognize this diagnosis in CT or MRI is not like ChatGPT or Gemini. It is being fed with millions of images to study. So it learns these different patterns of diseases which are present in our body in CT and MRI. And when an image is uploaded, it recognizes those patterns and it gives the most probable diagnosis. This is how this AI functions. See, all of us know this, and this has been happening for the better part of this decade. But when this report started circulating in social media, see, the sign was made by only the AI radiologist. That is why everybody panicked, because there was no human intervention. So, is it true that the field of radiology, where CT, X ray, MRI reporting will be replaced by AI, became a truth rather than it being just a myth? Newly joined radiology residents started panicking. They were asking the question, the field which we have taken, will it be replaced by AI and we'll be pushed out of jobs because of automation? In the general public also, the reaction was somewhat the same. People were saying that we trust going to hospitals because we trust that there are well qualified doctors there. Now you are saying that image reports are coming from computer. Should we trust the computer more than how much we trust a doctor who has empathy and who's well qualified and trained? This was the question which public raised. But in all these conversations, the actual truth of the matter was actually lost. Now let's see what actually happened. Seeing all this panic in social media, AIIMS Delhi released a statement. They told, yes, we use AI guided algorithm for radiology, but we use it to triage x-rays. That is, there are thousands of x-rays which are being taken, and we use it to just say that which is normal and which is abnormal, and that is not the final report. The final report has to be approved by a clinician. They also add on that any report generated by an artificial intelligence is not valid unless it is signed by a radiologist. AIIMS Delhi also clarified that this report was not used in hospital, but it was part of an ethical committee cleared research, and that this was never put into hospital use. See, the field of radiology and pathology have started using artificial intelligence. They use it to help them in their diagnosis. That is, it gives it a preliminary report. This report cannot be legally valid unless a radiologist or pathologist signs it. Also, in this frenzy, everybody forgot to read the disclaimer which was there below in that report. The disclaimer clearly says that this is for the eyes of the clinician only, and this is not final diagnosis. This is just a preliminary diagnosis, and final diagnosis should be made only after correlating with the clinical findings and the clinical history of the patient. See, this nobody read. But with this disclaimer, we can clearly understand that this AI powered radiology reporting was for the eyes of the clinician only. This was just the public speak into actually seeing what the hospital is doing. They are trying to make the workflow more efficient by incorporating artificial intelligence into it. This is not about replacing radiologists, but it is about giving radiologists superpower. Rather than calling artificial intelligence as a replacement, let's start calling artificial intelligence as a high powered assistant. Now, let's see what this artificial intelligence can do. The first thing it can do is triage. That is, there are thousands of X rays and hundreds of CT scans taken in AIIMS Delhi or in any high volume institute in India. Even if a radiologist works 16 hours a day, he has to report every single X-ray in under a minute. See, in 1000 X-rays, around 600 to 700 X-rays are going to be normal. Only 300 is going to be abnormal. This is where AI comes in. It does the first pass. First, it runs through all the 1000 X-rays and it separates it into two piles. One is what it thinks is abnormal and one is what it thinks is normal. So a radiologist coming into work can first look into this pile which the AI thinks which is abnormal such that he can capture all the diseases first and then scan through the normal chest x-ray to make sure that AI has not missed anything. So this AI is just going to be an adjunct. That is, it is going to help the radiologist in working better. Also, we can clearly see in this that this AI has a high negative predictive value. That is, even if it thinks that the X-ray has some 0.1% chance that this X-ray could not be normal, it will immediately flag it to a human. In this way, it really helps the human to sort out the files to make sure that he spends more time on the X-rays which need proper diagnosis and also at the same time cross-check the AI's work in the normal X-rays such that he will function more efficiently and make sure that the workflow becomes better. The second point is AI can be a safety net for accuracy. See, we as humans work for long hours. We also get tired. And whenever we are tired, our efficiency decreases, and there is a minute chance that we might miss something. See, I'm not criticizing anyone. This is human biology that when we are tired, we cannot function with full efficiency. But with AI acting as your friend, it helps you. It sorts out your files. It tells you that these x rays are the ones which I think it is normal, and these x-rays are the ones which I think is abnormal. You can concentrate more on these abnormal x-rays first and finish it off and then cross check AI's work. So basically it is going to be like AI will find out what you miss and you will find out what AI miss. It is going to be a symbiotic relationship. So rather than thinking it as a replacement, let's start thinking AI as an high powered assistant. Till now, I've been speaking about AI can do this, AI can do that, AI can be your friend. Now, let me tell you things which AI can never do and why radiologists are needed today now more than ever. AI lives in a complex world of pixels and data. It can never live in the world of this complex patient care which we see every day. The first thing which AI can never do is understand the context of the image. A very simple example I'll give you. An X-ray is not just a picture. It is a correlation of patient's clinical history and clinical examination. See, a 40-year-old patient being a smoker and having a shadow in his lung, it could be cancer. But the same shadow in a lung for a 20-year-old athlete will be chest infection. How is AI going to differentiate this? AI is fed with images and it will recognize pattern. It will recognize this shadow and tell us it could be cancer or chest infection. The shadow in a 40-year-old could be also chest infection. This is where the radiologist will come in. He will correlate clinically. He will see the patient, he will examine the patient and then give his diagnosis whether this is going to be chest infection or cancer, something which the AI will never do. The second thing which AI can't do is communicate. See, whenever a radiologist has a doubt whether this could be cancer or this is just chest infection, he is going to call the concerned doctor, talk to him, and also find out whether this patient had this history or that history. This AI can never do. The third main problem is AI can hallucinate. This hallucination in artificial intelligence has been a big problem when AI starts thinking by itself and starts giving its own report. So, at face value, that report will be good, but at the end, it will be a wrong report. So, we can clearly see that AI has been given the perceptual job of recognizing patterns, but the actual cognitive job of taking the clinical history, examining the patient, and giving a final diagnosis will always be with a human, and radiologists are needed for reporting now more than ever. So, with this AIIMS report out and everybody saying that AI is going to replace doctors, is it a funeral for radiologists? No, it is a birth of a new era. It is the birth of an AI augmented physician. See, the real question is not AI going to replace humans, but an AI trained doctor who is going to replace a doctor who is not trained in AI. It is a question of adaptability. See, when the stethoscope was invented, it did not replace doctors. Doctors started hearing better with it. So, any new instrument which is going to be created is only going to help in further diagnosis, but always a human is going to be needed. And with this advent of AI in the field of radiology, it is only going to help them rather than replace them. See, now we realize that an AI augmented physician is the future, but we need to be careful in implementing these programs. The first thing is structured evaluation. Any AI program which is going to roll out in medical care has to be thoroughly evaluated mainly for its weakness. The main weakness can be, as we discussed before, hallucinations. See, AIs hallucinate. They can start thinking on their own and start giving their own reports, which is going to be very harmful to the patient. So, we should look for this weakness. The second weakness is the breach of privacy. What if this AI server gets hacked and patient data goes out? That will become even more dangerous. So, any program which is being implemented based on AI has to be properly evaluated before. The second thing is proper training. I'm talking about training the doctors and nurses. Nurses and doctors should be trained on how to use this AI. See, AI is going to improve your efficiency as well as workflow only if you know how to use this AI. So, the first thing they should do when they are implementing AI programs is start training the hospital staff on how to use them. The third most important thing is the legalities. See, in India today, legality is very important, and any report is not legal until a human signs it. Any radiology report, any pathology report, until a radiologist or pathologist signs it, it is not legal. So AI will give you a report, but that will be a preliminary report. Only if a human signs it, it is going to be the final report. So before rolling out any AI guided programs in medical care, all these things have to be taken care in such a way that it will improve efficiency, workflow also. At the same time, will make sure that patients' privacy is preserved and doctors and nurses learn to use it efficiently. The real story here is not about the future going to be about humans versus machines, but it is going to be a collaboration, a symbiotic relationship. Again, I'm saying the greatest threat is not going to be AI replacing doctors, but a doctor who knows AI is going to replace a doctor who doesn't know AI. Do like, share, and subscribe me for more interesting videos.